Hi traders, hope you're well. Thank you for watching my video on the flat top breakout pattern. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can use this simple pattern to capture moves like this for over 400 pips. Stay tuned to find out how. This is a very simple strategy. I'm using a US dollar, Canadian dollar 1 hour chart here. You can use this on any trading instrument, Forex, stocks, cryptos, commodities, indices, etc. This is a 1 hour chart time frame simply because I prefer to use higher time frame charts as they contain more price data, which in my opinion gives more reliable signals. That applies to candlestick patterns, support and resistance, price action analysis, even technical indicators. Okay, but you can trade any chart time frame that you wish. It's just that the 1 hour chart time frame means less time chart watching, less stress, and from my experience, more reliable signals. The 4 hour daily, weekly, monthly charts also noteworthy. So a flat top breakout, what is it? Well, it's not a haircut for starters, but it is a breakout of resistance. Okay. So we're going to look for resistance. It's not a breakout of resistance anywhere. There has to be some significance to it. So first of all, if we come to this part of our chart here and we have this resistance level, say we were here, okay? So we mark this level of resistance. We can see that the market is making higher lows. So it is going up, following on from this downwards move here. Okay, so what we're going to do is, this is our flat top, the resistance basically. Like I said, flat top is just a fancy name for resistance, really. So the resistance is tested, price pulls back, higher lows, nice wedge formation here, and the breakout occurs here. So we can trade either the breakout of the flat top straight away here, or we can wait for a candle to close above and enter here, or you can wait for the breakout and then the pullback to confirm the trade. So you don't get caught on a fake out. Okay, what's a fake out? Well, a fake out is basically when you have this breakout candle here and price would continue to drop all the way down here. Okay. You can see this was kind of a fake out. The bears did try to push price back down, but the bulls were strong enough, and we ended up on the other side of resistance. Though some may argue it would have been a more favorable entry to just wait for the breakout, the pullback, and then enter on the breach here. Okay. Either way, the stop loss would have been, for me, below the low here, so we would have been okay even with this spike downwards there. A 25 odd pip stop loss, which is not bad for the 1 hour chart time frame, especially when you look at this move, potential of almost 400 pips. Okay, so stop loss here, enter on the breakout of the flat top pattern here. We've marked our higher lows. We're looking to trade a breakout of resistance, and it's as simple as that. It really is. You don't need no fancy unicorn indicators, no crystal ball. What you can do is what I would do anyway is my stop loss would be here. Then as price is moving up, I'm not going to get excited and exit the trade here and say, wow, what a great trade, and leave all of this on the table. Okay, it's why I don't like to use rigid fixed risk to reward ratios. I'm not going to say, okay, my stop loss here is 25 pips, so I'm going to exit when I get 75 pips at 3-to-1 risk to reward ratio, because we'd be out around here somewhere, and we're leaving all of that on the table, right? So the key for me is cutting losing trades short. If we're wrong, I get out of the trade. And when we do get it right, just lock in the stop loss at break even and then trail the price all the way up. Milk the moves as much as possible. Okay? Stress-free trading, Once you're at a worst case scenario of a break even, it's a nice position to be in. Okay? Because you can just watch the market play out and potentially capture big moves such as this one. I mean, even if we had a 20 pip stop loss on every trade and we took some consecutive losses because we're wrong, we get the resistance breakout wrong a few times. When we do eventually catch it, we can make back those losses and some more, which is why money management is so important and often overlooked by the majority of retail traders who fell. Okay, so that would have been one entry. Sorry, going back to that. So after the breakout, I'd move my stop loss to break even. Okay, and then once the price goes up and has a pullback and then continues, I'd move my stop loss to below the lows. So that would be here. Price goes up, pulls back, continues, stop loss below the low. Okay, price goes up, pulls back, continues, stop loss below the low here. Price goes up, pulls back, continues. Probably wait for the price to break above this resistance level. Okay, so we'd look to put the stop loss here. If we did put it there and price continued and we got taken out here, that's a dodgy looking candle. I'm sure the conspiracy theorists will say that was some brokers spiking people out, taking their stop loss out from here, but you know, who knows. If that did happen, you can always look to re-enter, okay, on another flat top. So we can see that if that did happen, resistance, 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 and a breakout here. You could have entered there, and that resistance actually comes support here. So it shows there's a significant level, still holds up there, there, and eventually even all the way over here. So you could have still re-entered there, although you want to consider maybe after all of this move, the window of opportunity is probably down around here somewhere. And you just trail the trade as much as possible until the market looks like it's going to be turning, or we've got consolidation, or your trailing stop is taken out. And if I go back to the flat top pattern again, so we have the breakout. What you could have done is waited for this breakout, okay, because this is slightly consolidating zone because we're up, down, up. We could have waited just for more confirmation of the trend. In that instance, after this breakout and pullback, we could have did our flat top, say here, okay. So again, same principle, flat top pattern is resistance, tested a few times in a breakout. You can see from this big breakout candle there and then this one there, the traders are watching these levels. Okay, so here's a powerful pattern when, well, resistance is powerful. Obviously, all types of traders, institutional traders, retail traders are watching these levels. When you're on a 1 hour chart as well, they can tend to be more reliable, as I said earlier in the video. So we could have entered on this breakout here, and again, stop loss below the low. Just here would have been a relatively tight 15 pip stop loss, which is good, especially when you consider this move still had how many pips? If we waited for the confirmation of the breakout, then got in on the second breakout, you're still looking at 350 plus pips. Okay, and if you're, you know, fashionably late, you could have got up on this flat top breakout again. Mark the trend, draw the resistance. That's our flat top. Wait for a breakout. Happy days, you're in again. So really, you're just trading pullbacks in the trend. The trend is your friend. Again, flat top here. This is my interpretation of a flat top pattern. I mean, there are people who will have different interpretations. Oh, it's got to be tested 2 times, 3 times. It's got to be after a downtrend. It's got to be after an uptrend. It's got to be in a ranging market. I'm not overanalyzing things, to be honest with you. I'm just timing my entry based on what I see as trend lines, support, resistance, and using sensible money management. It's not rocket science in my humble opinion. Flat top breakout, stop loss below the low, trail the profits, flat top breakout, stop loss below the low. I mean, look at that. Look how much that resistance level's tested in an uptrend, okay? Granted, price is slightly further away. You might want to wait for a pullback closer to the trend line, but nonetheless, still a good breakout trade. You can see from these big bullish candles, 3 white soldiers, traders are watching these levels. Indecision here. You've got a hammer candlestick formation. People are waiting. They're waiting for this, okay? And those who take advantage are profiting. So flat top breakout. This one's a bit more tricky. You know, as I said earlier, we are quite far away from the trend, the start of the trend. Also, the trend line, we're even further away from the trend line. That being said, this is an interesting candle because it actually comes back to almost touch perfectly the trend line. Traders probably saw that and jumped in here and pushed it back up. But again, flat top here, flat top pattern breakout, stop loss below the low, price goes up. Okay. By now, when you see a pullback like that, you want to start thinking, okay, maybe the tide is turning. Although we did have another continuation here, breakout. Here as well, W chart formation, down, up, breakout. But really by now I would have been, you know, thinking after a move like this, might want to just look at another trading instrument or chart time frame for another trend at an earlier opportunity. But yeah, that's the flat top breakout pattern. Yeah, it's just basically, in my opinion, a fancy name for the breakout of resistance. I'll trade it in the direction of the trend and have good money management to make sure I can maximize the good trades and cut losing ones short. You can use candlestick patterns to confirm entry as well. I did mention the three white soldiers pattern, but sometimes you might even see, well, I don't know, let's just randomly place our line there, flat top there, breakout there, and you can see this as a master candle there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 candles within its body, all inside bars. So strong confirmation. Okay, I've got lots of videos on candlestick patterns if you want to use them to help with confirming trades. Okay, well, hopefully you found something useful in this video. I appreciate you watching. Please like and subscribe for more, and I'll catch you on the next one.